My name is Dean Freeman. I am an ultra runner and motivational speaker. I'm going to attempt to run 100 kilometers from my home in Brentwood, California to McKinley Elementary School in Corona, California to help kick off this year's 100 Mile Club Challenge. The 100 Mile Club teaches kids life skills through physical fitness and personal goals. My mission? To inspire these kids to a better life through running. A few minutes before 10 p.m. on Thursday night, September 2nd. We are about to run 100 kilometers, or 101K, 62.5 miles, to McKinley Elementary School in Corona. We're going to talk to the kids about the 100 Mile Club. So we ran 19 miles earlier today, 15 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. We're going to add another 62.5 so we can get past the first 3 incentives for the 100 Mile Club. I'll start running up San Vicente. See you guys in a little bit.
Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning. I'm Miss Lumen, and I feel sad that I have to introduce myself because I used to teach here 2 years ago. Before I get started, though, I want to talk to you guys about something amazing. Okay, you know how every year you take the physical fitness test and you run that mile for time? Okay, normally only about 60% of kids, maybe less, pass the test, and I've even seen schools that only 30% of kids pass the test. Do you guys know how well you did last year? Yes. 90% of the kids in this school passed the physical test. That is because you work hard every day for your teachers, and you run a little every day, and you make 100 Mile Club your own, and you make your running your own. So I am so proud of you guys.
Well, I was a second year teacher. In the first year I had 4 students in my class. It was kind of they eased me in. And the second year I had 12 kids in my class. It was a special day class for kids with learning disabilities. And the kids were just really disconnected, didn't really have a connection to school or a way to feel success. And at the same time, they were just really, really hyperactive. Most of these kids were, you know, not playing any sports and just had a ton of energy. And if you have someone that has that much energy, you've got to channel it somehow. So I decided that I would do what I did with my horse before, because my horses would sometimes be really energetic and hyperactive, and I would let them out and I'd lunge them a little bit before I rode them. And it tended to calm them down a little bit and center them and make us have a better relationship. And honestly, I didn't know what else to do. So I thought I'm going to let these kids out to run, and if my theory is correct, which my part of it is kids and horses are very similar. They know when you like them, they know when you don't like them, they know when you care, they know when you don't care, and they'll do anything for you if you care and love them. And so I let them out to run a little bit, and I told them, okay, and you guys are going to run 100 miles. And they looked at me and I said, no, seriously, you're going to do it. Not all today, but a little bit at a time.
So, okay, so the 100 Mile Club, guys, you're pros. We don't need to go over this too much. What happens at 25 miles? You get a t-shirt. What happens at 50 miles? You get a pencil. What happens at 75 miles? And what happens at 100 miles, boys and girls? You get a medal.
.2 miles down, or 10K, 90K to go. Woo! And that puts us at 25 miles for the day, which means we have earned our 100 Mile Club t-shirt. We're gonna check the box. We earned our 100 Mile Club 25 mile t-shirt. Next incentive in another marathon or so. get after it.
Now I have a very special ultra runner here today, and I have another couple special ultra runners here today to share with you. And this ultra runner, he's a pretty amazing person. How do you think he got here today? He ran here. Where do you think this guy lives? Los Angeles, California. So this guy left his house last night at about 9:30, right about when you guys were going to bed. It's dark out there, and he ran to McKinley School. He's going to tell you his story about that in a minute. And I would like to have you give a big round of applause for Mr. Dean Freeman.
It's just after midnight. Tired already.
How many people here think running is a lot of fun? Raise your hand. All right, now hands down. How many people here, and don't be afraid, think running is not fun? It's really hard. That's okay. Guess what? I think running is really hard. How many people think it's both really hard and a lot of fun? Awesome.
The first thing is that they were much calmer and more centered, and at the same time they were awake, they were focused. My kids started doing something that it's real hard to teach kids to do, and that is to be motivated from within. And they started not caring so much about the stars and the Skittles and the certificates. They cared more about what it felt like here. Even though we were giving them little incentives along the way, as far as their milestones go, we only reward them every 25 miles. So they have to search from within and find that satisfaction from inside, and they were learning to do that. The thing I also noticed that was so awesome was before we started doing 100 Mile Club, my kids were kind of little islands unto themselves. They didn't really want to reach out to peers or friends. They didn't care about each other much. They kind of spent their time alone on the playground. It was sad. And what we did was inadvertently I created a team.
100 miles is far if you do it all at once. Altogether, it's a big distance, right? Sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it looks like this. Do I look like I'm having fun there? No, I wasn't. Right before this picture, I was crying. Do you know how many miles I was towards my 100 miles? 30. I had a long way to go.
It's starting to get gnarly. Gnarly. I'm excited that we're almost off the first page though.
Yeah.
$50 miles. And jello legs. I need to take a 15-minute nap. What time you have on the clock?
3:32.
3:32. It's rather interesting. 3:47. Get me back up.
All right, how about here? Yeah, these are my friends Jamil and Nick. They're wearing the blue shirt and the red shirt. And we ran this 100-mile race together. So this is my other point. Running with friends makes it more fun. Anybody here have a running buddy? Yeah? Yeah? You have 2 running buddies? How about about here? Do I look like I'm having fun here? I'll tell you, who here finds that the most fun mile is the 100th mile? Like you're finishing the goal. Yeah. My favorite one is the first one because I'm not very tired yet.
It's almost 6 a.m. We're at 100 kilometers for the day, including the 15 miles in the morning and the 4 miles in the afternoon. We're at about 42.5 for this evening, and my stomach and legs have stopped cooperating. We mathematically have run out of time to get all the way there, and so I'm going to declare partial failure and say we've completed the 100K. Obviously we wanted the 100K straight through this evening, but I got my 25 and 50 mile incentive from the 100 Mile Club, and it's time to get over to William McKinley Elementary and prep for that, for those 2 school assemblies. Disappointed, but that's how it goes. You set a big goal and it doesn't always go the way you plan, and miserably fun and joyfully painful. That's how it goes. We achieved a couple of goals and we missed one, and it's just fun to be out here. It's a crazy night.
So I have to set one thing straight. I had a goal last night to run from Brentwood, Santa Monica area, right near the water, and run all the way here. I didn't make it. So my goal was to run 100 kilometers, which is 62 miles, and we didn't make it. I ran 42.5, and my friends had to drive me the rest of the way. How many people here, show of hands, have done 100 Mile Club before, hold on, not yet, and didn't make the 100 miles? Raise your hand. So guess what? You're still cool.
You know, we talk about life skills all the time. We talk about teaching our kids integrity, teaching our kids enthusiasm, teaching them how to work hard, teaching them how to, see, I knew she wouldn't leave, teaching kids how to be a team, how to be a good friend, how to be a mentor to another person. All of those things they learn by participation in 100 Mile Club.
Well, it's getting other people fired up about what I love, which is better life through running and setting big goals and chipping away at them a little bit at a time. It's kind of a 1 mile at a time mentality. So any person that I can inspire, whether it be a student at McKinley Elementary or a parent of one of those kids or an adult that has a big goal in life, them living inspired and taking on a big challenge and having the bravery and courage and perseverance to take it on 1 step at a time, 1 mile at a time. I get to live in that world with those people. So the more people I can affect, the better my neighborhood is, better California is, better the United States is, and we can start to inspire other people around us.
You know, because the first thing I get when a school calls me, how do we get started? How do we do this? What do we do? And my answer is go. Just start. Don't worry about it. It will take shape at your school. If you show up every day or whenever you have your schedule of running, just see to it that the kids can complete 3 miles a week. See to it that you show up and smile every day and that you high-five them, and just go.